Check, 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 check. Microphone check. 1, 2. What is this? 5-foot assassin interrupting that business. It's your boy having Hollywood on the late tip, having Hollywood after dark. What's up? Put one in the chat if y'all can hear me. I see my girl Kenzie's in the building. Waiting for me. Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Shout out to everybody on Twitter. Shout out to everybody on X. And shout out to everybody on the IE network. And on Patreon. We're going live on Patreon tonight as well. I should have the kick address by next week. All right. Gotta get into some things tonight. Trim. This Nicki Minaj, and then now the question is going to be, should Nicki Minaj respond? Let me turn this down. Should Nicki Minaj respond? All right. We got some more Dame Dash. Dame Dash still talking about that now. 50 Cent is crashing out. 50 Cent is crashing out saying, hey, I could sell out Yankee Stadium. Jay-Z got everybody in their feelings. Man, not okay. An irrelevant rapper got everybody in their feelings. Now here come 50 Cent said, oh, you can Google me. I sold out Yankee Stadium. Yeah, how long ago though? Can you sell it out now? Can you sell out 3 shows at Yankee Stadium? You got enough material? You got enough catalog that's gonna keep people entertained? Who you gonna bring out? People don't love you like that in the industry. Who you gonna bring out? You ain't gonna bring out the Game. You ain't gonna bring out. Who you gonna bring out? Nicki Minaj ain't coming out right now. The other dudes don't like you like that. Who you gonna bring out? 50 Cent, at this point in the game, I don't know if you can sold out Madison Square Garden. If you can, Yankee Stadium. If you can, you'll only do it once. You ain't selling out Yankee Stadium. 50 Cent in 2026 is not selling out Yankee Stadium 3 times. 50 Cent is one of the worst hip-hop performers in history. Ray says, I don't think Nicki gonna waste time responding to Trim. Well, we're gonna get into it, and we're gonna see if it's worth it. Do we think she should? Will she? Maybe she might have that itch. Nicki Minaj is a rapper at heart. She got to have that itch. Y'all don't forget, man, Block TV, I'm bringing it back. We're bringing Block TV back, so be on the lookout for that, man. Little preview of how it used to go down in the tri-state area when your boy was out in these streets. Your boy was out in these streets. It's about to come back. I'm not going to be out in these streets like that, but I'll probably be producing the shows. I'll probably step out to an event or two, I still got my little connections, but I'm gonna have my little ninjas. So all young journalists, young reporters, young content creators, young correspondents, if y'all want to be going out to the celebrity parties and covering, doing interviews, you gotta have your shit straight though. Make sure you hit me up, man. The Block TV, we're gonna be looking for some young, hungry correspondents that don't mind going out to a celebrity party once or twice a week and putting in that work. Because we used to put in that work. Huh? He's putting in that work.
Boy, him rock bad boy zone.
This is Lyris Cross.
I'm Michael Strahan.
Hey, what's up? This is Melissa Ford.
Dr. Teeth in the house representing H-Town.
Hey, y'all. This is Bree.
What up? It's your girl Egypt.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Butter.
Hey, I'm Kudo Sonoda, the executive producer on Def Jam Icon.
Check it out. Choke, no joke.
Yo, this is Redman. I'm in the building.
Kevin Clark, for God's sake.
Boy, I'm watching Block TV.
Doing it here with Block TV.
You're watching Block TV.
It's Block TV. And if you ain't on the block, then you watching the block. It's the Block TV with my dude right here.
What's up, this is your girl Miss Tina, and you watching Block TV.
Thanks to Block TV, they're making this happen for us tonight.
Block TV. Block TV. TV. Block TV. Block TV. What's good?
Y'all watching Block TV, man. Y'all getting the hot exclusives at this hot party.
Trying to get to know you guys, because you guys are doing it big. I'm glad I finally get to talk to you. I missed you at the other party.
You're watching Block TV, so stay tuned, because you never know who you're going to see. You're watching Block TV.
And you're here on Block TV.
And you are watching Block TV.
Doing it big, man. It's crazy cold out here. The only reason that I would be standing out in the cold talking to y'all right now is for Block TV. That's what you're watching. Don't get it twisted.
In the cold.
So, any young correspondents, we're going to be looking for y'all, man. Any young content creators looking to get out there and put that work in. We'll supply you with the parties. We'll send you to the events. You'll be blessed with a press pass. And everything you need, your credentials, you just got to get there. All right? So details are coming soon for anybody that maybe somebody that wants to get into journalism or wants to get into the correspondent game. Hey, you know, details coming soon. All right, so what else we got going here? Just a lot of people still talking about the Jay-Z 5-day joint. We're going to get into some blind items for the first time. See if we can figure out who these people are talking about on these blind items. All right. Another picture came out of Megan Thee Stallion and Jay-Z. Right? So we'll get into that and a couple more stories. We're just gonna find stuff tonight. We'll go on Instagram. We'll comment and react to some of the stuff that's going on over there. You know? Hold on. But for the most part, still people have not, they just haven't been able to get past the Jigga Man. You know? And as long as they can't get past it, I'm going to keep talking about it. Why not? I'm going to keep talking about it because it's like, hey, man, you know, he's about to do a show in LA and everybody's talking about, as I stated yesterday, everybody's talking about Kendrick Lamar and who's going to possibly, you know, who could possibly be on that show? Who's gonna come out? Who? Kendrick Lamar. Like I was saying yesterday, you might have some Ice Cube. Snoop Dogg. Man. Let's see here. So yeah, man, it's gonna. We're gonna get into some things tonight. All right, try to make it fun. We're gonna tap in with my man, Jay Nolan. We're gonna tap in with my man Sean G. Podcast Soul, Justin the Boy, saying he getting a gun and all that mess. Y'all talking, going to stop. Purple Flowers, what's up in the building? What's up, Purple Flowers? Justin the Boy saying he getting a gun. Oh, so what? Why? Because he trying to protect. What's her name? What are you trying to protect, Coy? So again, we're gonna get into those things, man, and anything else that happens to come up, hey, you know how we give it up. We'll go over it. If I see something exclusive on the Shade Room or what have you. Oh, Angel Reese. Angel Reese. We got to get into what's going on with Angel Reese. Right? And the comment made by the Toronto Tempo's coach over there saying slick stuff about Angel Reese. So we're going to get into all that. Without further ado, it's your boy Heaven Hollywood. Heaven Hollywood Experience. All right, man. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Hold on. Hold on. All right, man. Heaven Hollywood Experience. Let's go. My joint ain't coming on. Hold on a minute here. All right. Let me find out what the hell's going on. Let's go. That's what I'm saying. No, he posted on IG. I'm gonna go look into it. I'm gonna look into it. Hold on. I don't know why. This joint ain't working. What's going on?
Gotta get to see something. Pocket.
Boy, Heaven Hollywood, let's go, man.
Look, one way or another, we gon' get our family up about together. Brother, you was out of pocket, no, I didn't stutter. I drop it back in the trap when investing in the streets, your treasures recover. In this world, you could only rep one or two things, the gun to the butter. Whoa, you only rep one or two things, the guns in the butter. Whoa, you only rep one or two things, the guns in the butter. I drop it back in the trap when investing in the streets, your treasures recover. In this world, you could only rep one or two things, the gun to the butter. Sleeping patterns kinda complicated, ain't no time for wasting, we some entrepreneurs. I feeling like Scarface on top of the balcony, the word is yours. Took some losses, I was down bad. Napoleon complex, I'm mad. About to put the cam up in the clad bag. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Chicken dinners, so you roll with the winners. Taking over for the summer. I double back for the winner. I be with the scammers and spinners. Innovators in the middleman. All my riders got a dental plan. None of my shooters got Instagrams. Bang bang. Got some rich headed out of bounds. Had to hop in the Renty to ride around. About to switch up the whiskers, they stalking now. Whispering body dropping on my side of town. Flick of finesse, known to stay up out the mess. Business is never personal. We can politic the rest. I got a plug and they made me a plug. All my moves on they need to know. Rapping weed got me speaking slow. Bet you pay attention when we speaking up. If we drown, you gon' sink or you swim. In the field, we be getting it in. Type of pressure that turn boys into men. One way or another, we gon' get our family up about together. Brother, you was out of pocket, no I didn't stutter. I drop it back in the trap when investing in the streets, your treasures recover. In this world, you could only rap one or two things that come to the butter. Whoa, you only rap one or two things that come to the butter. Whoa, you only rap one or two things that come to the butter. I drop it back in the trap when
It's your boy! Heaven Hollywood! Heaven Hollywood Experience. What's up, Tamza Smith? Shout out to Kenji. Project, what's in the building? Brooklyn in the chat. Ray's in the building. Trying to make it through a third day of being a good girl. I am so proud of Ray. Never thought I'd make it. Woo! You are all right, Ray. Let's see. Marcel in the building. What's going on, my brother? Where the hell you been? Marcel, you done gave up on a brother. Marcel, you was that day when you was there. No matter what time I went live, I could always count on you. I don't know what happened to you. You must have came up, hit the lotto or something. You don't even be checking for a brother no more. All right, I hear you. I see you, playboy. But it's good to see you. You know, life be life and people move on. A lot of people hit me up and say, oh, Heb, I got a new job. I can't, I can't check you out the way I used to, but I check your videos out. So then, of course, you always going to have well, actually, I can't lie. My man made me stop watching you. Especially when it was Heaven After Dark and I come on 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and girls being there. I remember this one girl was like, oh, yeah, my man stopped me from watching because he said, oh, why you be up giggling 3 o'clock in the morning? What this nigga saying that's so funny that making you giggling 3 o'clock in the morning? So I ain't seen her since. But shout out to her. She knows who she is. Let's see. What we doing up in here? What we doing? Shout out to everybody on Twitch. Shout out to everybody on the IE Network and Patreon tonight. So IE Network will be cutting off, and then the only place you'll be able to catch the stream is Twitch and Patreon. All right. Let's see. Let's see what we got. So I'm gonna check in first with my boy Chigs because 50 Cent, what's up with him? While he's trying to hide the fact that he's losing lawsuits left and right. Right? He's trying to find out the fact that he is losing lawsuits left and right. But now he wants to come out and say, listen, I can do that. But we talked about the Jay-Z situation last night. There's been no update on this man that crashed in, right? That crashed into Jay-Z's place. Because of compromise. All right. But we also talked about Puff yesterday, right? So let me see something here. Where we gonna go first, y'all? Where we gonna go first? Let's start up with some stories first. Okay. And let's start off with the girl Lizzo. Lizzo hasn't been shown in the best of light as of late. And we're going to be using this under the Section 107 and the copyright. We're going to be getting this from Mobbish on Twitter. No, she's not the biggest Lizzo fan, so I'm sure she's glad to report this, but report that Lizzo, what she's doing on streaming service, I have no idea. But the story is Lizzo almost got kicked out of Streamer University for inviting Saucy Santana without Kai Cenat's approval. Now, again, what the hell she wants to do on there with a bunch of kids, I have no idea, but that's what's happening. Everybody wants to be down with the kid.
Y'all, I think they're trying to kick Saucy Santana out over there, and I don't know why. Because I love him. He's so much fun and a vibe. Yeah. Go on.
Right now. I know, but when she told me this is
yeah, why are you trying to kick him out?
They say he coming. And your mama's security not going to disrespect you, but they seen you before and everything. Your entourage usually okay, but we're not having it. Okay? So if you please, Marco, y'all go ahead, y'all escort out. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all have a good day, okay?
Let me find a clear version without that strip.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Y'all need to move, please.
Hold on. Let me find like a clear version because I don't know what that strip is doing across the damn screen. But we need to see what's going on here. So apparently Lizzo, for whatever reason, she's down at Streaming University, Kai Cenat, right? So let's find this. I think this is it. Okay. So here we go. This is the actual video. Hold on. Girl, move this thing out the damn way now. The hell? Okay. So this is actually Sky Jackson, her live. And she was asking about Saucy Santana. She said, "Oh, I like Saucy Santana. I don't know why they're doing this to him, but apparently Lizzo, according to reports, invited him. We'll have to see if that's true."
He's so much fun and a vibe. Yeah. Go.
Right now.
I know, but when she told me it was really cool,
This is
Yeah, why are you trying to kick him out?
They say he coming.
And your mama's security not going to disrespect you, so they seen you before and everything, entourage usually okay, but we're not having it. Okay? So if you please, Marco, y'all go ahead, it's squirt out, you know what I'm saying? And then y'all have a good day, okay? I appreciate it. Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Y'all need to move, please. No, see, that wasn't the plan. See, now I'm gonna start talking differently, and y'all don't want me to do that. We have to walk out.
Okay. We're leaving.
Lizzo, you too old.
Oh.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's do it. That's weird. What? Come on. Well, no,
Hey, we're gonna go out this back.
Okay.
Come on, let's do it. Let's do it, y'all. Let's get it done.
I'm ready. No, Dreamy, come on. I gotta go. We'll see down on Chris.
Wait, get your big ass off that campus.
Oh, give me a hug.
Yeah, that's.
Bye, y'all.
Get your big ass off that campus. Didn't they told you now, they've been telling you for 10 minutes that you should not be on that campus, and you still sitting here. Then you went out of there and you went into another room like that was gonna do something, and they've been telling you, get your big ass off that campus. Like, go on now.
You gotta talk to somebody.
Okay.
Y'all, I think.
So, according to the caption, Sky Jackson was live streaming when she watched Lizzo get kicked out of Streamer University after inviting Saucy Santana onto the campus without Kaiser's approval. See, now I'm going to start talking differently, and y'all don't want me to do that. We have to walk out. Lizzo, you too old. Now, is this the Lizzo? Streamer University is full of celebrities just already well-known people. What happened to bring a regular? That's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't even get this whole Streamer University thing. To me, just seems like some sort of scam and some sort of thing that he's already got set up. Like, why is Sky Jackson there? You know what I'm saying? Why, so they talk about, because I didn't see Lizzo at all in here. Did anybody see Lizzo in this footage? I didn't see Lizzo. I see Saucy Santana, big ass. I didn't see Lizzo. Now, Nunu Nels, shout out to Nunu. I know Nunu very well. Nunu said he getting kicked out because the rules stated if you wasn't accepted, you shouldn't be on the campus. Okay? And now, as usual, somebody here has to always make it about Nicki Minaj. Y'all know Kai and his family don't play about Onika Tanya. I knew somehow or another somebody would try to make it about Nicki Minaj. As always. Let's see. As always. trying to scroll down so I can get the rest of the comments. It's not letting me. It's not letting me, y'all.
Y'all, I think they're trying.
It's not letting me scroll down and get the rest of the comments, but for whatever reason. They said they don't play about Onika Tanya, so she's trying to say, this person here trying to say, oh, it had something to do that Lizzo, Lizzo recently said something about Nicki Minaj, and so now, but did Lizzo get invited there? You know what I'm saying? Did Lizzo get invited there, or was she not invited? Was Lizzo invited? Did you hear Santana's new song? No, Ray, I am not into people like that. I'm not into him and Cash Me Outside. How about that? Like, I'm not into those people who make records to me that are not artists. They're just making records to try to, go viral. They're not real artists. I don't get into people who aren't actually artists, like Saucy Santana and the Cash Me Outside chick and Jasmine. What's her name? Jasmine? What's her name? Jocelyn and Erica Mena. They're not real artists. Right? So I can't get into them. Right? So I would never get into somebody like Saucy Santana. Like, he's stupid. But he's sitting around here. Nigga, get your big ass off campus. If he said get off campus, and Lizzo, I don't know what's done happened to you. You should have never lost weight. Because it seemed like as soon as she started losing weight, she started losing brain cells. You should have just stayed fat. You was better looking fat anyway. I'm going to be totally honest with you. If I would have ran into Lizzo when she was fat, I'd take her down when she's fat. Wasn't even really feeling her that much when she lost weight. Who wrote them damn Spin That from Young Miami? Oh, hell no, he didn't. He ain't wrote no Spin That for Carissa. Don't put that on her. Don't be trying to take credit for my girl. So, no, I don't know, Kenji. I'd have to look at I didn't really look at the credits. Yeah. She turns her head and covers her mouth with her hair to prevent us from seeing her messing up. Remember the word. Oh my God. Everybody just wants to try to discredit what Jay-Z did. It's over. You're not going to be able to do it. It's over already. Let it go. Jay-Z getting ready to have another show, and y'all still talking about the 3 shows in New York. Okay. All right. So my whole take on that is, if the rules are the rules. First of all, I don't even know why Lizzo is at this thing. Right? I don't even know why Lizzo is at Streaming University. Like I thought, certain people couldn't be there or whatever. Right? But if the rules are, if you're not invited, you can't be there, then Lizzo, why would you invite somebody there? Why would you invite Saucy Santana there? Lizzo, you're like 38 years old, and you're a Grammy winning artist. Like, why are you trying to go hang out with a bunch of kids who you're supposed to be over them? Now we all know that Lizzo don't have money like Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat is a streamer, but Lizzo is a Grammy winner, a Grammy winning artist. Like, I'm not understanding these people, why they want to hang around these streamers. I'm seeing all these artists now, these big time artists, hanging out with these kid streamers. I saw Cade Cunningham, the basketball player, hanging out with this Neon guy. This dude is a known racist. He's called black women monkeys before. And black women and black men still be going on this clown show. They still be going on this show after this man has called black women the N-word, called black men the N-word, called black women monkeys, and they still go on his show. It's like, what is wrong with these people? But this just goes back to say what a conversation I was having with somebody earlier. A very good conversation too, I may add. I could talk to that person all day. But I said people in this generation, they don't care about being black. They don't care about the history of black people. They don't care about the struggle. They don't care about slavery. They don't care about it. So they don't care if this dude says the N-word. Hey, Michaela. They don't care if this dude was they don't care what he says. They keep going on their shows. That's how black people keep going on the show with this dude Myron or whatever, who keeps disrespecting women, keeps disrespecting black women, keeps disrespecting black people. But then yet and still, black people still go on the show. I don't understand it. That was the same thing with what was his name? Kevin Andrews, Kevin Matthews, whatever the hell his name was. You have black women be going on there with tears in their, coming off there with tears in their eyes. Oh, he disrespects black women. He called me fat. He so and so and so. He called black women this. He called black women that. And then next thing I know, I look at the show. There's another black woman leading the charge on the show. So what do you think I am? Is he gonna call you a 4 or 5? You see what he called all the other black women? The only black woman he said was an 8 was Nicki Minaj. I'm sure Ray Daniels stuck up for Akademiks. I'm sure of it. Because Ray Daniels is an old head trying to be down with the young community. And he's getting slayed by the older community. Nigga, you in your 50s. Or at least close to it. You trying to hope that these young boys love you. Like, but I haven't seen it. But I'm sure he said something negative about Charlemagne. I'll be shocked if he didn't. I'll tap in. I see they also have that on Mobbish. Who Mobbish? I'm gonna assume Mobbish is Millie's page. Millie was said to, didn't she used to say that she was related to Beyonce and that she loves Beyonce? But it don't seem like she loved Beyonce no more. Maybe she changed her mind. Maybe she's not related to her anymore or what have you. But all I ever see is negative shit about Beyonce on her page, right? So I don't know. Maybe she don't like Beyonce no more. Maybe she's not related to her anymore. Not sure. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what Chig. I'm gonna check in with Chig. Chig Smooth. Okay. So 50 Cent. 50 Cent is mad. Hold on. 50 Cent is mad and saying, hey, I could sell out. Hold on. $50 Cent is saying, hey, I could sell out Madison. What is it? Yankee Stadium. I could do that. Now, I'm sure in his heyday, in the United States, he can sell out Yankee Stadium. And if he can do it now, I bet he can't do it 3 nights. He might be able to do it 1 night. But 50 Cent in 2026 with no music out, with no new music out, and that dated album that he has, there's no way that 50 Cent is selling out Yankee Stadium in 2026. No, not no 3 nights. You might have enough fans and enough Eminem fans to sell it out 1 night. Maybe. But you definitely ain't selling out 2 nights or 3 nights. Not in 2026 with no record. So your catalog ain't deep like that, fella. All right. So let's see what he's talking about. Hold on.
Get ready. You know what to do, Chig.
Fine. You know, I like Chig Smooth, curiosity about things.
Ah, man, here we go, you guys. 50 Cent is refusing to let Jay-Z have anything over him. Now, these two guys have been competing with each other for 20 plus years. Whether it's music, money, reputation.
Let me stop right there. Jay-Z, let me tell you something. Jay-Z has not been competing with none of these cats except Diddy. So over the past 25 years, the only person, all right, the only person out of the hip-hop world that has had either more money at some point or close to as much money as Jay-Z. Of course, Kanye for a little bit. But we all see what happened with Kanye's. As soon as he lost a deal, all right, he was no longer billionaire status. He went down to like 400 million. So Kanye's billions was always based on if this contract goes through for 10 years, like 10 years ahead. In 10 years, if he stayed in this contract, that's what he would be worth. But other than that, it's only been Diddy who has been close to Jay's money, and I'll say Dr. Dre, who has been close to Jay's money and status, and especially coming from New York. Jay-Z has not mentioned 50 Cent in over a decade. He's not mentioned 50 Cent in over a decade. But 50 Cent continues to mention Jay-Z every chance he gets. It's like they want Jay-Z to respond to them. But then once he does respond, then oh my God, oh, Jay said something. Oh, Jay-Z wants somebody to respond to him in the freestyle. No, he was responding. But he's never responded to 50 Cent. But as soon as Jay-Z offered to do a venture, 50 Cent came running like a hoe. Oh, of course I'll do a venture with you, Jay. Then you always have to tell the story about how he went to Jay-Z's house and bought Floyd Mayweather, knowing Jay-Z don't like Floyd Mayweather, but he bought him anyway, trying to stir up trouble. And that's the story you always tell, that Beyonce ran down on him like, yo, what's good? What you in here trying to jump my husband? 50 Cent said he was like, oh my God, I didn't know Beyonce was about it like that. But if 50 Cent is worried about selling out Yankee Stadium, then set it up. Set it up. If somebody wants to see you sit through you doing that same old two-step, Yankee Stadium merch alone is reselling for hundreds of dollars. I know, because I missed the chance to buy some. Yeah, we know Michaela went to Yankee Stadium. She told the story yesterday, right? Why Floyd and Jay don't like each other. So, hold on. And you're right about that, Michaela. Why Floyd and Jay don't like each other. I'll probably have to put that video on the Patreon. I have to, I may have done it a long time ago. I just don't really remember. But it had something to do with Floyd. I think that if I'm not mistaken, I think Floyd tried to date, what's the girl? No, the sitting and the blunt and the fun that is sitting and the red down and out down and in. I forgot her name, but she's like, whatever that girl's name is, right? She had that song that went like that. Jay-Z was messing with her. Thank you. Thank you, Michaela. Thank you, Nicki. Jay-Z was messing with Blue Control, right? I don't remember how the whole thing played out. But Floyd Mayweather tried to push up on Blue Control. And Blue Control let him know that she was messing with Jay-Z, and Floyd was on some fuck Jay-Z. Never fuck about no Jay-Z. So, if I'm not mistaken, it was something to do with that. Then later on, I don't know. I don't remember. What's up, Miss February? Then later on, I don't remember how the story went in its entirety. I have to look it up. I have to look back in my archive. But it had something to do with Blue Control. So they didn't like each other from then. But then Jay kind of like, he started, I think he may have went to one of Floyd's fights, and I think it may have been like the Sugar Shane fight, and I think Jay-Z was like rooting for Sugar Shane Mosley, and I don't know, but 50 Cent knew that Jay-Z didn't really rock with Floyd Mayweather, and then he gonna bring Floyd to Jay's house, knowing Jay didn't really like him like that. You can go and get the pillow. You should have been. No, you shouldn't. It's all. You should have been in the bed. Give me a water, please. All right, get the pillow and then get me a bottle of water, please.
Okay. With a sugar packet or no?
C.
Hmm?
C.
Oh, C. Okay. I'll get you a water and a sugar packet for just in case if you want one.
Okay. So, yeah, so Floyd messed with, and that's what the story that he said. Beyonce came downstairs and said, "What?" And he was like, and Beyonce was like, "What you gonna jump my husband?" And you know always a thing about 50 Cent. He came out dissing Jay-Z, and Jay-Z said, "I'm about $1 what the average 50 Cent." But then they did a venture together.
There's no cold waters. Do you want to put this one in, or do you want to have the warm water?
No, what? Anywhere?
No, that's why I put them in the freezer.
Yeah, just give me the packet. Okay. So, didn't he do the same thing with T.I. and Tiny? Well, he was messing with Tiny. That's a totally different story. We'll get to that on Industry Stories. I'm going to probably drop Industry Stories.
If you need a pillow at night, tell me.
Okay. Close the door. Love you. Thank you. So, my daughter up past her bedtime. Make me come in here swinging. That's what my mom used to say. Like, she was like, "Okay, now go to bed now. If I gotta get up again, I'm coming in swinging." We used to be like, "Oh shit, go to sleep, y'all. Go to sleep." All right, so let's see what 50 Cent, who still haven't responded back to DJ Akademiks. I'm gonna get on that old simping fool too. But let's see what 50 Cent had to say.
Cultural impact. The argument of who's had a better career between 50 Cent and Jay-Z is always a talking point. Now,
I don't know why it is. I don't know why it is. You see how he posting AI pictures and stuff like that? Like 50 Cent, and I know 50 Cent through my cousin who grew up with him. Like the same cousin that introduced me to Nicki Minaj. The same cousin that got me in the studio with Nicki Minaj in 2008 or whatever the hell it was, 2007, 2008, before she blew up. He's the same cousin who knew Kenneth Petty. Well, he grew up with 50 Cent. So he knows 50 Cent. And he used to tell me stories about 50 Cent. So 50 Cent, he's a jealous person. He's a vindictive person. And from the beginning, he's never liked Jay-Z. He's never liked Puff. And he's always been jealous of Puff. But when he gets up on Puff, the big bad bully, 50, always seemed to just be grinning. He was talking all that trash about Puff, and then he saw Puffy on a red carpet, and he was just, all you seen is teeth. His teeth was looking like they was that day when he was taking pictures with Daphne Joy. But listen.
Now, even though still to this day, 50 Cent goes at Jay-Z's neck on social media, Jay has not been responding to him. So usually when you stop responding to somebody and they're still going at you, you kind of end up looking like a crazy obsessed stalker. We see Dame Dash every single day. He's talking about Jay-Z on somebody's platform. It's actually gotten to the point where I feel like Dame is now running out of talking points. The man just did an interview where he was hating on Jay-Z for being in love with Beyonce. I'm not even joking with you guys.
It just seemed very obvious that the hair thing really fucked with him because he had, you know, a scripted Beyonce in his hair twice. First of all, my girl doesn't ever cut my hair. You got to get a shape up. I'm not getting no haircut in the bleachers with no mirrors. Like, who does that? So why is it that you keep flexing this girl? Like, we know that's your girl. God damn. We know she's your girl. That's been what it's been the whole time. It's okay, you with Beyonce. I bet. She cut your hair, she touches you and all that. It doesn't look real. Pause. It just looks cringe because it's so unnatural. It would have been better in a barbershop, but we don't even go to the barbershop. We always have a barber come to us. You know what I mean? Like, my girl doesn't do my hair. I don't let her do my shape up and no shit like that. There's no razors. There's no mirror. It just was very unrealistic. It's very contrived. It's just, I wouldn't have done that. Like, it just, Rockefeller, I'm not saying that people aren't supposed to evolve, but when you watch like Batman now.
So after Jay-Z made history and did 3 nights back to back to back at the Yankee Stadium, it got people talking again. Music fans started to have a debate about which other rapper can actually sell out stadiums, not arenas, stadiums. An arena holds about 10 to 20K people. A stadium holds about 50K plus people. That's more than double, so it's a huge difference. Now, what Jay-Z did is even more impressive when you think about the fact that he dedicated each night to a different album. The first night was dedicated to Reasonable Doubt for the 30-year anniversary. The second night was dedicated to Blueprint for the 25-year anniversary. And then he gave you a whole nother extra night where he called it Extra Innings. And every single night was sold out. Now, shout out to J Hood on Instagram. Make sure you guys go follow his page. He started up this conversation where he asked, yo, do you guys think 50 could sell out back to back to back nights just like Jay-Z just did?
The secret life of your Mac. Apps you've never opened. Processes you can't see. Files that shouldn't.
I seen a post that asks, do you think 50 Cent could sell out Yankee Stadium 3 nights back to back to back like Jay-Z just did? And me personally, I don't think he can, man. Don't get me wrong. I know how big of an impact Get Rich or Die Trying had internationally, but I just don't know if the whole New York is pulling up for 350 Cent shows, man. And I could be totally wrong, but like I said, that's my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys man. So earlier today, I posted up a video stating that I personally didn't know it.
And I totally agree. I totally agree with J Hood. Shout out to J Hood. I chopped it up with J Hood maybe a month ago. I'm gonna get him on the pod at some point. Shout out to J Hood. And I totally agree. This is not 2005, 50. This is not 2004. 50 Cent cannot pull up without an album out. With the only song he got out is, they say it is a big rich town. I just come from the poet's paws. Bright light, city light, I'm gonna make it. It's where it goes down. Like he's not gonna be able to come up to Yankee Stadium with the only hit out he got is this money make money when shit hits the fan. We take money Southside and sell out 3 nights in a row. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. All right.
But 50 Cent could sell out Yankee Stadium 3 nights in a row like Jay-Z just did. I said that I know the international impact that Get Rich or Die Trying had and all that, but I don't know if niggas from NYC will pull up for 3 nights in a row for it. Now, obviously that video is circulating around IG right now, and out of nowhere, the homie 50 Cent himself chimes in the comments on my video and says that his last world tour was 103 shows and it was the top 3 grossing tour ever. Now, that's amazing. That's fucking incredible. But I never asked, or question if he could sell out stadiums overseas. I'm talking about NYC, the concrete jungle, man, the city that never sleeps. Will they come out for you 3 nights in a row like they did for Hov, man? That's all I want to know, big dog.
50 said, LOL, my last world tour, 103 shows, third highest grossing run for hip hop. Google me. I'm 50 Cent. So let's actually break it down. Can 50 Cent perform in New York back-to-back-to-back nights at a stadium? The short answer for me is going to be yes. However, there's a lot of nuance and context to it. The show would absolutely have to be promoted and marketed at least a year in advance. 50 Cent cannot just do what Jay-Z did in a matter of 4 months. He can't just pop out in February, announce the shows, and have it sell out. It's not going to happen. However, if he gets a runway of at least a year, maybe 9 months in advance, he can definitely sell out back-to-back nights. You guys got to keep in mind, 50 Cent fans are not just living in New York, right? 50 has...
So, Ray said, has 50 Cent ever did a stadium tour? Well, he just said that he did a stadium tour, 103 night stadium tour, overseas or what have you, right? But you see, here's the thing. It's not a fact that he can't do a stadium tour. I'm sure he has done stadium tours before when he was hot. When he was hot. Right now, 50 Cent doesn't even really make music. All right? Like I said, his last hit was Big Rich Town from the Power theme. He does the Power themes. He don't really make music like that no more. So in order for him to sell out New York, Jay-Z just roughly stepped up in February and said, I'm doing 3 nights back to back to back in New York. There is a reasons why that show sold out in all 3 shows sold out in less than an hour. Number one, we haven't really seen Jay in a long time. 50 Cent just made a very important point. I just did a tour, 103 shows. Yeah, so that means people have seen you recently. Right? People have seen you recently. They also see them stale-ass performances you give, where you just go side to side for an hour and a half. Another thing you have to remember, Jay-Z has timeless hits. Jay-Z has timeless hits. When they played Song Cry, that whole stadium was singing. I can't see it coming down my eyes, so I gotta make the song cry. Ask Michaela. She was there. The whole stadium. When Jay-Z does Allow Me to Reintroduce Myself, my name is Hov. Hey, Judah Obi. I've been to Jay-Z concerts before. I know what it is. I've been to 50 Cent concerts before. 50 Cent, the only way, right? The only way that I could see him doing it one night is because fans are going to try to want to top Jay-Z. And all the people who don't even really like 50 Cent, but they hate Jay-Z, they're going to go and buy a ticket. They're going to go and buy a ticket because they're going to want to help 50 Cent sell out. That's the name of the game now. People stream music of artists that they don't even really like. Screaming bunions and all. So, people like now, they'll go and stream an artist that they don't even really like or listen to. If it can stop an artist that they don't like or an op of the artist that they root for, they'll go and stream. Oh, let's go stream Morgan Wallen to keep this one from getting number one. So people, the generation we live in now is petty and ignorant, and they will go and spend money on a 50 Cent ticket where they would normally, if Jay-Z didn't do these shows, wouldn't nobody even care. But just to say that 50 Cent can do what Jay-Z does, people would try their best to have him sell out. Yeah, Uncle Murder and Yayo is nobody. Like, nobody's coming out to see Uncle Murder and Yayo. Like, Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder, what's he gonna do to the end of the year rap? I mean, Jay-Z just stepped off the stage with Usher, Rihanna, and Beyonce. Like, really? Jeezy, Pharrell, the Clips. Like, them people ain't gonna, Alicia Keys, Tiana, these people ain't coming out for 50 Cent. I mean, so again, it's all about, and New York, 50 Cent is noted as one of the dudes that helped kill New York hip hop. Anybody that was around during that time knows that 50 Cent is a big reason why New York hip hop died for over a decade. Because once we finally got past the East Coast, West Coast stuff, 50 Cent was the rapper who started sparking the East Coast beefs. And he started beefs with East Coast rappers. Right? He went and started a beef with Nas. He started a beef with Jay. He started a beef with Puff. He started a beef with Fat Joe. He started a beef with Jadakiss. Started a beef with Memphis Bleak. He started a beef with Cameron. He started a beef with Jimmy. Started a beef with Rick Ross. He just went starting beefs with rappers. So then when it was time to do shows and records, a lot of the rappers wasn't messing with him. Ja Rule, that was the first one. You know what I mean? So the only New York rapper that he really wasn't beefing with was probably DMX. And Wu-Tang. So, and Busta, you know, like Busta, Wu-Tang. There was only about 4 or 5 dudes. He was beefing with Mobb Deep too. Before he signed Mobb Deep, he was beefing with Mobb Deep. So 50 Cent is not loved like that in New York. Jay-Z is beloved in New York. Jay-Z is beloved in New York. Right? So I agree. Maybe one night. I don't think he's selling out 3 nights.
Fans on the West Coast, 50 has fans in the South, and 50 Cent also has a huge overseas fan base. And you best believe they love old 50 Cent. A lot of 50's overseas fans enjoy his nostalgic records, and those guys, they spend money. So the same way Americans are going to go see Jay-Z shows in London and Paris, you best believe there's going to be an overwhelming amount of tourists coming to New York to watch 50 Cent perform. And that's not even including the guests that 50 Cent is going to have pop out. The same way Jay-Z had a lot of guests pop out for him, like Eminem, Fat Joe, Beyonce, Rihanna, people with huge fan bases that are not performing shows anymore. 50 Cent, just like Jay-Z, has the ability to bring out enough star power.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. When have you ever seen, this is why I got to go against Chase. When have you ever seen the people that you saw at Jay-Z's concert? When have you ever seen them show up for 50 Cent? Those people, those big name people, he ain't gonna have nobody. He may get, he'll get Eminem, Eminem was also a Jay shit. Eminem would probably be the biggest name for 50 Cent. Jay-Z had Eminem. But who 50 Cent gonna get bigger than Rihanna? Who 50 Cent gonna get bigger than Beyonce? And they ain't coming his show. That's the thing. 50 Cent's biggest artist would be Eminem. Well, Jay-Z had Eminem. But now Jay-Z's biggest artist was Beyonce and Rihanna. And Alicia Keys. Ain't none of them coming on stage with 50 Cent. None of them. So who's he gonna get? Dr. Dre, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, maybe. You know what I mean? Mary J. Blige ain't big as Rihanna. She ain't as big as Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z had dog like Usher. Who 50 Cent gonna get as big as Usher? He might can get Chris Brown. Chris Brown ain't as big as Usher though. Chris Brown's big. He ain't as big as Usher. He's close. He's close. But Usher's the bigger artist than Chris Brown. But it is close.
Power as well. And you guys know Eminem fans go crazy for him. So not only do you have 50 Cent fans in the United States, but also 50 fans overseas, but you also got fans of other artists that's going to be on the same bill. Now, it doesn't stop there. If you guys remember, back in 2023, during...
Yeah, you're right. I agree. He can bring out M and Dre, but Jay-Z bought out M. So my point is, 50 Cent, Eminem would probably be 50 Cent's biggest artist. Because when you think about Eminem, right, and you think about big artists in his caliber or bigger than him in pop, rap, and R&B, right? So let's just take Eminem, as big as he is. What artists are bigger than Eminem? All right? Let's say Kanye, Kanye, Drake, he could bring out Drake, possibly. Kanye, Drake, Taylor Swift. He ain't bringing out Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift rocks with Jay. Beyonce, he ain't bringing out Beyonce for obvious reasons. Rihanna, he ain't bringing out Rihanna. She rock with Jay. Mariah Carey, he ain't bringing out Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey don't rock with 50 Cent. And she rocks with Jay. You know what I'm saying? So the artists that he could bring that are possibly bigger than Eminem, Drake, and I don't even, right this very moment, Drake, but Eminem is huge. I don't even know if Drake is bigger than Eminem. I don't know. Maybe he is. But Eminem has a ridiculous fan base. Even now. But let's just say for all intents and purpose, Drake and Kanye. Kanye probably ain't coming out. I don't know, maybe would. But it all has to depend on if that venue, you have to remember, they just can't bring out Kanye if that venue won't allow him. A lot of venues in the United States don't mess with Kanye no more. So we'd have to see if Kanye even got the okay to perform in the venue. You know? But like I said, I believe I kind of agree with Chiggs. He wouldn't be able to do what Jay did. He would have to prepare it, market it, or run contests, prepare a year in advance. Then he might possibly get 2 nights. I don't think under any circumstances would 50 Cent sell out 3 nights in New York. That's just me. If he think he can do it, let him do it.
In his final lap tour, 50 Cent sold out 2 nights at the Barclays. So you can only imagine if he's doing a stadium tour, let's say one night is Get Rich or Die Trying, the Massacre for another night, and then maybe a G-Unit mixtapes night. 50 Cent and G-Unit fans are definitely going to pull up and show out.
They're not good. The Barclays. All right. How many? Let me see something. He sold out Barclays, right? How many seats does Yankee Stadium have? Yankee Stadium is officially capacity 46,537, but throw its maximum capacity is approximately 52,000 when standing room only tickets factor in. Also, there's 56 luxury suites and 4,300 club seats, such as Legend Suite, Delta, whatever, right? How many seats does Barclays have? 17,000. Man, if you see, this is what I'm talking about. Stop trying to get, oh, he sold out the Barclays. Barclays has 17,000 seats. Jay-Z just sold out 3 times that amount. So stop mentioning Barclays like it's some incredible place to sell out. There's only 17,000 seats in Barclays. There's 53,000 capacity in Yankee Stadium.
So, in my opinion, if the tickets are reasonably priced and the shows are marketed well in advance, 50 Cent can definitely do back-to-back-to-back nights just like Jay-Z did. A lot of people thought that because Jay-Z and Roc Nation were being ridiculed online on Twitter or Instagram, that it would translate into real life and his shows wouldn't sell out. However, the internet is not real life. 50 Cent actually has real life diehard fans that are willing to pay any amount of money and travel anywhere to see him. So please do not use today's 50 Cent social media antics in your comments. When it comes to music and music only, people still fuck with 50 Cent. You guys get in the comments below. Do you guys think 50 Cent can do back-to-back-to-back nights at the Yankee Stadium just like Jay just did? Or am I tripping?
You're tripping, and I'm going to let you know you're tripping right now. No, he cannot. And I'll let you know. No, he cannot in 2026 do back-to-back nights in NYC. No, he is not Jay. Send. Oh boy. Kayla, I know I ain't going. You heard me, Ray? Send. All right. Anyway, let's see what else we got. We're not gonna talk about Maul again. Like, who cares? Mall. Academics destroy. Okay, so let's talk about. Let's move into academics. Academics. Daphne Joy. So let me find. Okay. I'm trying to find somebody reacting to him. Let's see. Academics. Let's see. If I stream him, he's gonna probably ding me. But hold on. Let me see about on here. Let's see if I can find on Twitter because I can't. Look at this freaking weird. Look at this short, weird looking dude. But this is what y'all women like. This is what y'all gonna be. Here we go. So Akademiks said, let's see here. This is what DJ Akademiks said. We're gonna stop him now. As we all know, he went on a date with Daphne Joy. And he says he almost asked Drake for a loan after 50 Cent's baby mama Daphne Joy reportedly requested $200,000 for shopping, and says the reason she's different from other women is because she acts like a lady. She said the private jet to Paris is $200,000. Just fly me first class and put that into my shopping spree. Oh my God. So let's see what he said. This is wild. Y'all ladies, that if y'all want to get on with Akademiks, y'all need a bag or something else. He's your guy.
She said the private jet to Paris is $200K. She said you don't got to spend that on that private jet. Just fly me first class. We good. But that $200K you saved, just put it towards my shopping spree. Chat, put it like this. I won 50 bands earlier on stake. I'm 1/4 there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Listen, Yeah, you know how Drake won that 30 million. You think I could ask Drake, be like, yo, Drake, bro.
The thing that listen,
Yo,
the
shorty
thing
done
that's
added
killing
like
me is he really thinks this is cool. Right? He really thinks this is cool. He's like, oh, like I'd be acting like this, right? I would be acting like this if I pulled Rihanna. You see what I'm saying? Like, I would be acting like this if I pulled, Alicia Keys, Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying? Like this dude pulled Daphne Joy, who, don't get me wrong, Daphne Joy is fine. Daphne Joy is fine. She's attractive. She might be charming with her little soft voice. Oh, I just really like how you were so lusting over me. That was attractive to me. Yeah. So I just think that, listen, I wouldn't be doing it. You could probably pay a whole lot less for Jade. He's not going to do that because that's 6ix9ine's ex-girl. But you could hold that, right? Listen, you can hold that and go get Obalar. Look at that. Listen. Nigga. You can hold on to that money, right? Now, I don't know whether she's for sale like Daphne Joy is. But you could hold on to that money, fam. And go after Demetria Abela. Woo! How about that? What if I told 200,000? Nigga. You can go after Demetria Abela. That's all natural. Daphne Joy is the BBL. That's all natural right there. You can get everything that you get from Daphne Joy, except you get this all natural thing here. Look. What? I don't know what's wrong with these dudes. No reputation either. And ain't no sex tape to her around there with Diddy and a porn star. Like, come on, man. You don't hear nothing about Demetria Abela. All natural. Child, please. What happened here? But let me go back. Let me go back to it. Now, is Demetria, like, I don't really think Demetria Abela is a money chaser like that. And she probably is not going to date Akademiks.
a good smooth 400,000 to the cart, nigga. Like, yo, nigga, I'm up in Hermes panicking, nigga. Like, yo, nigga, how many burgers? Yo, Drake, bail me out. No, I'm playing. All right, yo, tomorrow we finna lock in with this shit. Yo, I will say this, yo, and for all women watching, yeah, I know y'all gonna hate me when I keep saying this. She comes off like a lady. She doesn't use slang. She is submissive. I know there's many ways to skin a cat or whatever you like the phrase is. So for y'all loud chicks that just be like spin that shit and just be doing a bunch of ratchet ghetto shit, maybe that works for you. But I'm gonna be honest with you. This woman right here, to keep it real, she's a professional. But you know.
This boy said she's a professional. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's see, man. See what we got on Shall. We call it doo-doo butt. Some girl got doo-doo, but I'm not watching that. Okay. Let's go over to Instagram, y'all, and see what we can find. Right? Let's go over here and see what we can find. What's going on the reels. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. So this looks like Megan and Desiree Perez. Yeah, so that's Megan and Desiree Perez at the Fanatics. And this is why I tell people Desiree is Megan's manager, not Jay-Z.
Now listen, it's about to be a super crazy storm. The storm is there. You're going
right? Not Jay-Z.
Broadway Queen.
Megan.
Broadway Queen.
And again, I'll say it again.
Broadway.
I'll say it again, man. Megan, for as big as she looks on TV, not big, like she's tall in stature, right? She looks even bigger in person. I mean, when I say bigger, like taller, like in stature, but No fat whatsoever on her body. She's thick, but no fat on her body whatsoever. Let's see what they talk about on like the shade room.
Okay. So everybody attacking it for her song, you know, for the song. Though.
Spin that shit.
Spin that.
Yeah, but no.
So somebody else was talking about this last night. Is Young Miami Spin That bigger song than Sexy Red Pound Town? Now, I always talked about these two songs, and I was like, well, why? Everybody talks that Spin That is such a ratchet song or whatever. Well, what about Pound Town? Like, come on now.
No one did the same thing to Sexy Red. Or no
well,
one
let me ask
did
you a
that.
question. There's two things I would say about that. One is, do you think her camp is orchestrating this to make the record big?
Record's already gone.
But
still need seasoning.
But to an extent. So why I say to an extent is because, you know, it might be with the
Like you talking about like what NDRE said?
Yes,
like
it might
that?
be with the urbanites. Do you think Sexy Red could have came out on that BET stage and everybody would have sung her song?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
That song was just as hot as Young Miami's was.
Yeah.
They would have sung the same thing.
Sexy Red.
Kids were singing.
Sexy Red record was really
This
good.
is a room full of adults, not kids.
No, but that's what the whole beef for NDRE is about. Is that it's sending a wrong message to the young ladies. But y'all
I think
never,
it's just sending a message to ladies, period.
Y'all never said that. You never said that when it was Kim and Foxy. They never said nothing about that.
It wasn't social media when Kim and Fox.
It doesn't matter, but still wasn't. It's an opinion.
So everybody
the
got
opinions was
now.
there.
That's 100%. No. But this is the difference. When we talk about Kim and Fox, you're talking about the 90s and the 2000s.
Yeah.
Which means that the only source of opinion came from media outlets, usually written publications or possibly radio. Nowadays, Keisha from Macy's can literally have a thing and go viral. You know, Stephanie that works at MTA all of a sudden has a million views on her commentary. So now we get more of an opinionated person. I think the difference of everything, when we talk about Sexy Red and we speak about, I think Sexy Red's music was highly sexual and highly like, I'm gonna do what I want and I'm carefree. And Young Miami's record is a lot more arrogantly positioned and it's a lot more attacking men and making, it's more like splitting it.
I ain't gonna hold you. That whole BET Awards show sung that song, and she didn't even perform. And I would say that was the biggest, what in the reggae they say, biggest forward. I seen a lot of people perform, and it was crickets. And I was like,
who had crickets?
wow, I don't want to, because
I didn't know. I want to see.
I know some of my friends that I was super surprised. During the category, she wasn't performing or nothing, and the DJ put the song on and took it off. She couldn't even say what she had to say because they sung the song word for word.
Bro,
I don't think, and I
shout out
this might be the
Simmons.
second time I say something about Sexy Red, and people think I love Sexy Red records.
Yeah,
you know, but I don't think that she would have had that bigger forward.
She would not,
as far as like how Young Miami.
Totally agree. She would not have. They would. Sexy Red has been at the BET Awards before, and they were not. Everybody in there did not say, "Pound Town, Pound Town, Pound Town." My pussy pink, my booty hole brown. Like that, people were not saying that when Sexy Red came up there or what have you. Even when she performed this, nobody was saying my booty pink, my booty. What is it? My pussy pink, my booty hole brown. Everybody was not singing that. So this dude over here with these glasses and the bald head, I don't know what he's talking about. You don't know what you're talking about, sir. I got to agree with self, and I don't like agreeing with self, but I got to agree with self on that one. I got to keep it real. All right?
You was hiding that? She was hiding that? Oh, this is a girl
Yesterday, Power Origins officially.
Look at Dame. People putting Dame in AI picture.
First look here, we got your girl.
I had never watched Power.
Ask better questions.
Did you get some yet? Did you get some yet?
Get what?
Oh, well, I got the best thing since cake and ice cream. Just spend that. Huh? If you had something that cleaned everything, said bad credit, and it was safe around kids, on like Pee Wee Herman, because they call me Wild Earth for looking for dirt, Justin James for looking for stains. You see this glass right here? Because they said the water out here was harder than raising kids. If you had an opportunity where you could support a chocolate kid that's selling soap, not dope, subs instead of drugs, cleaning driveways instead of doing drive-bys, would you get it and use it? You got the hottest song in America right now. Let's spin that. Can you get one bottle so I get off work?
You can't wipe it on them shoes, though. Them good shoes.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to show you on the glass right here. Look.
People coming up. Come back. Here we go again. How many times is this gonna happen? And people just they continue to get out of jail, and people just continue to follow them, watch them. And this is the same guys that Kanye West was trying to have around his daughter, right? Federal custody. Andrew and Tristan Tate arrested again by U.S. Marshals in Miami, facing 38 new charges out of the UK. I mean, how many times is these dudes going to get arrested? How many times? And they keep getting out of jail. I don't understand it. They keep letting them out of jail. They've been arrested for X trafficking. They've been arrested for human trafficking. They've been arrested for SA on a minor. And then they keep getting out of jail.
Back up. Back up. Guys, back up.
Yesterday we went over that. Ray, no, I don't believe it, only because the way they the girl that was given the information to Dumois asked her, do you know this for a fact? Because if I print this, you better be sure. And then the person was like, well, no, we don't know it for a fact, and we can't really see her face. So they was like, so you're not sure if that's Megan Thee Stallion? They were like, no, we can't be sure. So until, and Megan was a totally different place. He was out golfing, but Megan was not there with him, and she wasn't in Cabo or whatever. But if Megan Thee Stallion does go back to Klay Thompson after doing all that, I mean, we've seen Cardi B do it. We've seen Cardi B say, oh, I'm getting a divorce, this, that, and the other, and then she goes back on a word and she's back with her guy. So it's not impossible for Megan to do it, but I think it's highly unlikely. I don't think Megan's going back to Klay Thompson.
You know the score? You do 100 hip flex.
Is that all you got? What y'all make a plan? Hold up.
Oh, I'll tell you right now, y'all need to check out, if any of y'all ever seen Show Them Movement, right? Show Them Movement. So Show Them Movement, she goes all over the place, double dutching. And she's making thousands of dollars getting booked double dutching. Let's tap in. Can y'all double dutch? Hold on a second. I want to find a good one. Where she's at. Hold on. I don't know whether anybody follows them or not. I can't play the music. I can't play the music. I can't play music. They got music behind it. Oh shit. Can't play the music. They're gonna strike me down. All right. They're gonna strike me down. All right, so let's go. So that's why it's hard for me to do it's hard for me to do stuff on Instagram because they always playing music. One second. Yes, definitely check out our page, Ray. It is I love it. Like women double dutch, like black women double dutching. It's like ain't no OnlyFans. That's better than OnlyFans. That's better than out there in your panties and your booty shorts. You got your BB out. Girl is double dutching and she's sick with it. I always was attracted to women who knew how to double dutch. Woo! That is a turn on. That's a turn on. Let's see. All right. Let's touch on trim. We're going to touch on trim and if Nicki Minaj should respond back to trim. All right. So far, everything we talked about, please make sure you comment down for anybody who's on the replay. Make sure you comment below. So let's see.
Has anyone actually made it to level 4 before? You might. If you're only slightly congested.
Allegedly, and stiff comes from a 30s style prerogative, right?
All right, so
that we have all going.
We're gonna go into Jay Nolan talking about should Nicki Minaj respond back to trim? All right. As we all know, Trim put out a new diss record. She put out a new record and it's dissing Nicki Minaj, or she has a line in there by Nicki Minaj, or something along those lines. All right. So let's get into it.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid Jay Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry. your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everyone's doing well out there this evening. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. If you haven't already seen my J. Cole recap video from the concert that took place last night at State Farm Arena here in Atlanta.
Shout out J. Cole.
Go ahead and check that out after you see this video. He has another show at State Farm Arena in Atlanta tonight, all over again. Okay? Now, let's get into this whole hodgepodge of Nicki Minaj stories that we have all going on at once, simultaneously, okay? So the first thing that we're going to get into is Miss Trim. We already know Miss Trim has been out here doing her thing, you know, trying to build her buzz. She was chosen as a XXL freshman. She's literally in the top 10 female rappers list from Billboard.
We're going to be going over
as
that
of
too.
This week. So she's buzzing. She has the record Nobody out featuring Mona Leo. The remix is buzzing out there, doing numbers. And of course, she's doing a lot of trolling, picking up on the vocal delivery and stylings of Nicki Minaj, right? This is something that she's been doing for a little minute now. And it seemed like her fans didn't really know how to take it at first. And just as they started to embrace Trim, Nicki Minaj started unfollowing and blocking some of the fans that she actually fucked with on social media. We covered this earlier in the year. Some of those fans actually turned their pages from Nicki Minaj pages to Trim pages. So now they're becoming fan accounts for Trim. And she's like, nah, y'all got to stay loyal to me and me only. And if you can't do that job, you out of here. You're blocked. You're unfollowed. Why she was following them to begin with, who fucking knows? But that was her prerogative, right? So she actively started getting people out of her environment and circumference online as they began to start supporting Trim, right? Trim is what, 19 years old? You feel threatened by a 19-year-old? Crazy. So as she noticed that Nicki was bothered, she's decided to double, triple, and quadruple down on pulling cues from her style, different things that she does. She's calling herself the princess of rap, right? She had an issue with Akbar. Akbar was like, you ain't the princess, I'm the princess. Akbar, we're not going to do this today, but we all know she's a 36-year-old rapper who hasn't really done much rapping over the years. But she wants to be walked into some sort of royalty. Bragging about being a 36-year-old princess when your queen is only a couple years older than you is interesting.
With Base 44, a simple sentence becomes your website. Page after page, ready for business. Plug in what you need, connect payments.
So Trim didn't give her a lot of attention, but she definitely has thrown shots in Akbar's direction. But now we've got a song out there that's not officially out. It's starting to make its rounds from a 30-second leak where it seems like she's taking direct shots in Nicki's direction. She says something to the effect of, how you blackballed and you bigger than me. And she says something else to the effect of, even if you the queen, you can't discredit me, or something like that. Not like scathing bars, nothing that's gonna like go over like overly crazy, nothing that's really like inviting her to battle, but shots nonetheless, letting it be known, I see what's going on. And of course, we know that the narrative from Nicki Minaj over the course of the last couple of years has been that she's been blackballed. She's been blaming Roc Nation for all of the rocks that she's encountered in her life. She's been trying to say that Roc Nation are trying to shut her down. She blames them for the cancellation of her documentary that was supposed to be on HBO, even though she told a completely different story about how she took too long to get it done for HBO and they moved on to Lizzo years ago, but she conveniently blames them for it.
And y'all be thinking that I be tough on Nicki Minaj. Yo, Jay Nolan be on her neck. Y'all think I'm glad somebody else is saying it. Because y'all be thinking I just be in here picking on Nicki Minaj. Try going to Jay Nolan page once in a while. So people in my comment, oh yeah, sex with Nicki Minaj. Go listen to Jay Nolan. He is 3 times harder on Nicki Minaj than me. 3 times.
She tries to blame Rock Nation for the other company that wanted to do the documentary after HBO dropped it for backing out of the project. She tries to say Jay-Z stole her money that she was supposed to get from the title deal, even though they said that they offered her the money and she rejected it. So all of it is just really strange, but she's been giving out this blackballed lingo for a while. She alleged that Rock Nation and Jay-Z stole money from her tour. How? I don't know. But these are her stories. So Trim comes out and says, how the hell you blackballed and you bigger than me? You one of the biggest artists of all time. How are you blackballed? You were once one of the people wielding your power. You were able to throw around whether or not you were going to show up to events and, you know, all of these different things, firing people left and right for, you know, not being up to your standard or whatever. You come out and say, hey, they say I'm a bitch, but when the males are bosses, they get hoisted up. Now you're on the other side of your actions, and now it's everyone else's fault. Interesting. So let's go ahead and play what Trim had to say in this record. Again, it's a snippet.
Everybody that be in here, everybody that be in my comments, go to Jay Nolan's comments. Go over there. You see, I'm light. I'm light. You see me giving Nicki Minaj props all the time. I am light on that neck compared to Jay Nolan. Go look at some of his videos. And I don't see the bombs over there. Y'all don't never want no smoke. Y'all want to smoke with me because y'all know I'm non-confrontational. But I don't never see y'all giving Jay Nolan no smoke. Y'all rather come over here and give me smoke. He's way worse than me.
So it ain't going to be nothing expansive.
I spent too much on this body. And I spent too much at the party. My outfit's super sexy, I got Gucci on my Cardi. I used to drive myself to G, my driver got a hottie. How the fuck you blackballed and you bigger than me? Another bum bitch mad cause I made BET. Like even if you was the queen, you cannot discredit me. You bitches want me fucking what? And they look at me. I don't need to pop up on the screen for them to fuck with me. Company? Who needed company, nigga?
Okay, real quick, 30 seconds. I'm going to be honest, Trim. I think you need to find another stick. I think you need to find another stick. You can rhyme. But if...
Oh my God. It's why I be telling people. That's why I be trying to tell people that girl is trash. I don't care what y'all say. That girl is garbage. Jay said, you can rhyme. No, she can't. I disagree with you there, brother. And I love Jay Nolan. No, I don't think she can rhyme. I don't like... Come on, girl. That shit was garbage. Nicki Minaj probably heard that like very, very, very interesting. They made a carbon copy, child. They're out here trying to make carbon copies of the kid. Woo! Rock Nation is not gonna work. She gonna say Rock Nation sent this girl. What? Rock Nation sent this little girl. If Rock Nation sent them, Rock Nation has been getting too much credit because this girl is garbage. Sorry.
If you really want to be impactful, if you really want to have a career, this thing that you're doing where you're just like flipping the Nicki Minaj style, like I get it, right? Because I understand people like shit, fuck that, troll her, take her style, do everything she did. This is gonna be her karma for what she did to Lil Kim, and I 100% understand, right? Lil Kim justice all day, right? I'm one of those folks who lived through it and saw Nicki Minaj come through that come up and do them fucking photo shoots and rap over them Biggie beats and was using her style, right? And then once she got the attention she wanted, she says, no, I wasn't a Lil Kim fan. I was a Foxy fan, you know? All that shit. I remember all that. I remember the so-called mentorship Kim was supposed to do over there at Cash Money, right? But she felt like they was really trying to buy her out.
I just talked about that the other day. See? I know what I'm talking about. I just talked about that the other day in my other live about the whole Cash Money situation. I just talked about that the other day.
To make her a non-factor of competition. I understand all of that, right? And I'm not coming down on anybody who holds that opinion. But
if you often feel your blood pressure is on the higher side, we recommend eating 2 pieces a day if you want to maintain your cardiovascular health.
Tell her the truth. Tell her the truth.
Trim wants to have a career, if she wants to be around beyond 2026, if she wants to have people reciting her music in 2036, she's going to have to come with something original. And I think she has the ability to rhyme and put together flows and put together different things. So I think she's capable of figuring out her own sound at some point. That would be my biggest critique, because we lived through the Nicki Minaj era and her music really don't stick. I mean, she has fans. She has a massive fan base. But those fans will accept anything from that woman. You're not.
Yo, Jay Nolan is on her head. I didn't know he was on her head like this. Jay Nolan is on her head. I gotta dig into the history. What happened? What happened? What he said was, in the beginning, she was shouting out Lil Kim, but then once she got all what she wanted to get from Lil Kim, she all of a sudden started saying, no, I wasn't a Lil Kim fan, I was a Foxy fan, which is true. She did do that. But yes, in the beginning, she was shouting out Kim in the beginning. Until that whole mentorship thing came with with Baby, and Baby said, oh, Kim is going to mentor Nicki and said the other. And then Kim felt as though they were trying to pull a fast one. And then she got there to mentor him. He was like, oh, Nicki don't really want to do it, this and the other. So that's what he's referring to. But damn, I got to ask Jay Nolan. I'm going to have him on my pod soon. I got to ask him about the history, because he says that woman, that was with Vigorol. Oh, shoot.
Beyond 2026, if she wants to have people reciting her music in 2036, she's going to have to come with something original. And I think she again, she has the ability to rhyme and put together flows and put together different things. So I think she's capable of figuring out her own sound at some
I don't know
point.
about that.
That would be my biggest critique, because we lived through the Nicki Minaj era, and her music really don't stick. I mean, she has fans. She has a massive fan base, but those fans will accept anything from that woman. You're not that. So that would be my only piece of advice. But outside of that, we'll see where it goes. You know, I'm seeing people on social media, they feel like Nicki has to come and respond and give her some sort of battle or engage with. You're gonna take shots from this child. She's out here trolling you. She playing with you. She's
now. Before he gives his opinion, I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna say it again. If I'm Nicki Minaj, I'm not gonna respond to this girl. I'm sorry. It's just not worth. It just ain't respond worthy. Just the same way how she didn't respond to the girl in Baltimore, right? Let me see. What was that girl's name? Hold on. The same way how she didn't respond to the girl in Baltimore, and her record was way better than this record, but Nicki didn't respond to her, so I really don't think she should respond to Trim, but we'll see what Jay Nolan thinks.
She's putting you in her bars now. What you gonna do? I'm seeing Nicki fans that are saying, no, why would she respond to a 19-year-old? Why would she respond to this little girl? Her whole thing is based on her anyway. She ain't got to do that. Me personally, I don't think Nicki has to respond. However, I do see that people are like, well, that's not what y'all said when it came to Cardi, right? Because Akbar V has been out here on a dissing spree going at Cardi B, and y'all say, nah, get in the booth. She's calling you out. Akbar V is taking it to the studio. She's dropping songs. What are you going to do? You're not going to respond? So if you're one of those people who feel like Cardi had to respond to Akbar, then there's no way that you should actually be able to say Nicki shouldn't have to respond to Trim. I personally am of the idea that neither one has to respond to either one. But if you fall on that spectrum of, oh, there needs to be a response, then you got to let that be what it is for all parties. That's where I stand on that. We're going to move forward with the show. Okay? So now that we've got the Trim piece out of the way, let's get into these lawsuits.
So, if I'm Nicki Minaj, I would tell this girl, I would come on the microphone and tell her, you know, I'm not going to respond to you, sis. And for two reasons, I'm not going to respond. The first one is, you know, I don't respond to little girls. You know, you're a little kid. I don't respond to little kids. And the second reason is, you're trash. You're trash, sis. And I don't respond to trash. All right? So that's what I would do if I'm Nicki Minaj. I would just let her know, I'm not going to respond to you because, one, you're a little girl, and I look crazy responding back to you. So if you want to talk and diss me and it's another girl, you got it. Because I don't mess with children. And the second reason why I don't respond, and the biggest reason why I'm not going to respond is, you're trash. And I would leave it at that. I would leave it at that. Right? Let's see what else. Now, let me tell you something. So this girl, she's been picking up a lot of steam. Let me see. She's been picking up a lot of steam as of late. Let's take a look at this, and y'all can tell me what you think of this. Now, me personally, I think it stays, but I always ask my daughter, right? I ask her all the time, what you gonna do when I get old? Like, are you just gonna forget about me? Like, what are you gonna do? Oh, Stephen A. Smith had his daughter on, right? Samantha, and he's been bringing her on a lot as of late. I guess he was asking her about when he gets older, what is she going to do? All right. This is Stephen A. Smith and his daughter, and this went viral, and people are trying to think of whether this was staged or not, but we'll take a look at what she's talking about when he's asking her about once he gets older, how is she going to react?
You need to find me my own house.
You really are on drugs.
You need to find me an Amex card. You need to find me more clothes. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much to build. Like how you said, you're still going up. We can go up together. This doesn't have to be a you thing. It can be a we thing.
And then when I'm older and I have nothing,
nursing home,
and I need you to take care of me,
home.
You can't do that.
Nursing
You're not
home.
going to do that.
2 words, Dad.
Nursing home. So you'd put your dad in a nursing home.
Nursing home. Well, what else would I do? Take care of you myself?
How about that? Or put me in your home and have 24-hour nursing assistant.
In my house?
Yeah, why not?
With my kids? And my car? And my husband? And my pool? And my guest room?
I'm just your dad.
Exactly.
The one that made it all possible.
I would love you from a distance, Dad. You know I love you from a distance.
Wow.
We better that way. In my heart, though.
Can we leave now? Can you just say goodbye to the audience? Because I'm done. I'm done with this.
I had a great time here with you guys. You know, as always, it really matters that we get to spend this time together. I would love to come back soon, so make sure that you spam the comments, find his email, spam that too. Get me back on.
By the way, why does it say official Samantha A. Smith.
Thank you so much for bringing that up. That's so selfless of you. That's my Instagram. You guys should go drop a follow.
Hold it. Why does it have to be official? Why could it just say Samantha A. Smith?
Because when I saw your username and yours was just Stephen A. Smith, I was like, that's basic. I need to do official so they know I'm not here to play like you are. I had a great time here today, you guys. I really clock it. Go ahead real quick. Clock it. Clock it. You guys, I had such a good time here today. I love spending time with you all. So does my dad. Thank you guys for taking care of him while I'm gone. But I'm here. Let me know if you guys want to see more. Let me know what you guys want to see. Let me know if I should start my own podcast. Let me know if I should crash his more. I think that there's even more to talk about. Are you asleep while I'm talking? Are you asleep while I'm talking?
I'm wide awake.
Dad, like, the levels of disrespect that I experience in this relationship are like unfathomable, truly. It's been great, you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day. As we all know, the hairline is only receding as time goes on. Keep giving him money. We're going to get to Turkey soon. I really do believe in us and I believe in him. I love you, Dad. Thank you so much for having me on, or you should thank me for having you on my show. And it's been a really great experience. I love you all and peace and love.
God.
I'm sorry. I would watch. See, I would watch. If this girl gets her own podcast, I would watch. Now, I don't know how they're eating up in the comments. They're eating her up. Oh, wow. I don't know if I would watch him and her because I already get enough of Stephen A. Smith, pause. But I think she's hilarious. That's me. And I know she would have to use him as a selling point. But trolling or not, if my daughter said that to me, my feelings would be hurt. He probably told her to say that, you know. He probably, you know, they're probably trying to start a Daddy Smith, Daughter Smith podcast. Like when she first starts her podcast, you know she's going to use Stephen A. Smith to sell her podcast. She'll probably have him on the first 2 or 3 shows, but then after that, she's going to be like, oh, my dad couldn't make it today, but I'm here and I'm going to talk to you, and everybody's going to be like, no, girl. We're not hanging around for you. Who thinks that was real? Ray said, my feelings are hurt too. Kenji said she's trolling. Benjamin said he's getting his karma. So what? I don't know that. What karma is Stephen A. Smith getting, and what's he getting karma for? And did you say they're eating him up in the comments, or they're eating her up in the comments? Because you said it looked like you said she's getting him in the comments, and then you're saying he's getting his karma. So if they're eating her up in the comments, how is he getting his karma? Unless you meant he's getting ate up in the comments. I don't really know what you meant. Mimi, you have to explain to me. Did you mean Stephen A. Smith is getting ate up in the comments, or you meant his daughter's getting ate up in the comments? They eat her up in the comments. because the way he acts, and they was eating him up. So they were eating him up in the comments. Ray said they ate her up in the comments. I'll just have to go look, I guess. But Stephen A. Smith, you said because of the way he acts. I mean, but Stephen A. Smith has been acting this way from the beginning. And all he does, I don't really mess with Stephen A. Smith in politics. That's not the Stephen A. Smith I follow. I've been knowing Stephen A. Smith for years, and he, as a sportscaster, sports writer, sports analyst, he knows what he's talking about, right? He has to report on certain things going on in the sports world. And if he gets any insight or someone gives him a scoop or something like that, he's got to report on it. That's the life of a reporter. Now, as far as the politics and the talk about the black women and this, I don't dig all that. I don't watch him for that. I watch him strictly for sports. And, when it comes down to sports, he's the best at it. When it comes to talking, sports as far as entertaining, he's the best at it. And he knows the NBA. He's been doing this a long time. So I don't really know. People don't like what he says. But then when he's complimenting these same people, they never have an issue with Stephen A. When he's complimenting them. So if you don't like, I'm talking to the players, if you don't like Stephen A., then when he gives you compliments, you shouldn't be like grinning or, liking the comment, because that's fake to me. You got to take the good with the bad. You're in a business where people are going to critique you. And just because you're a superstar, whatever, and they critique you most of the time and they say good things about you, when you mess up or when you do something that is some FS, people are going to call you out on it, and they're allowed to. In my opinion, you're allowed to get talked about the same way how you're allowed to get praised. And when it comes to sports, I really don't have a problem with Stephen A. Smith. He's the highest paid. He's a black man that came pretty much from nothing. And he's in a pretty much predominantly white genre or predominantly white career, whatever, occupation. And he is the highest paid, even with all them white people that had a head start on him. So I give Stephen A. Smith a lot of respect. Because like I said, I've been watching him from the beginning, from when he first started, when he wasn't even on TV. He was a beat writer where he had to go and travel and cover the team and stuff like that. And I see everything he had to do to get put on, the hard work, to going to different colleges, and he graduated out of one college and went to another college, Howard or wherever the hell he went. So I don't have an issue with Stephen A. Smith, because a lot of these entertainers, they don't never have an issue with you until you say something, you criticize them that you don't like. Then all of a sudden, you got an issue with them. I think that's whack. I think you should be able to take, if he can compliment you, he should be able to criticize you. If you can get complimented, you can get criticized. That's the way I look at it. Right? Nobody is, especially when you're talking sports, nobody is above criticism. Let's see. Anything else? All right, y'all. I think that might be it. I make sure I get up some. I make sure I get up some information. Who's this? Child, who's this on Twitter? Oh no, is that Lexi Child? Okay. Okay, Lexi Child. Whoever you are. Oh, Lexi Child. Oh, she was in my movie 7 to 7. Lexi Child. Yeah. Shout out to Lexi Child. Look at Catherine. Drunk as a skunk. Shout out to my girl, Catherine Nunez. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Hold on. We wish Catherine a happy birthday. Happy birthday. Turn it up. Twerking and everything. All right, so happy birthday to Catherine. Let's see. Let's check. Hold on. What is this? Okay. Shade Room. Let's see what's going on there. Let's see. See if they got anything. Angel Reese. That's what we're talking about. So, now, this is Angel Reese, right? We all know who Angel is. So, the Toronto Tempo, who played Angel Reese the other night, Sandy Brondello, is suspended for one game following her comment about Angel Reese. So now we got these coaches making comments. Yeah, Mimi, Jay-Z, that boy getting in shape. Now you have people making comments. You have these coaches making personal comments about these black women. So let's see what she said. On Saturday, Toronto Temple coach Sandy Brondello took to social media to apologize to Angel Reese after she was heard referring to her as a protected species during the Atlanta Dreams win over her team. According to ESPN, the WNBA has since suspended Brondello for one game without pay. She will serve her suspension on Monday as her team faces the Las Vegas Aces. The WNBA said in a statement, the WNBA expects all coaches and team personnel to uphold the highest standards of professionalism and respect that fundamental to our league. Angel Reese said, Angel Reese is always going to keep it short and sweet. Are we surprised? Somebody said, call it a black woman a species. Angel Reese said, are we surprised? At Sandy Brondello. And then she put a clown face. All right. Clown face, she put. Sandy Brondello then went to Twitter. Now, y'all can tell me whether you would forgive Sandy Brondello. Sandy Brondello said, Angel, I'm sorry. Last night, in the emotion of moment after Nayara's injury, I used a phrase that I shouldn't have used. And I take full responsibility for that. My frustration was with the officiating, but my words unfairly put the focus on you. I also understand that my words carried an impact beyond what I intended, particularly for Black women in our league, and I'm deeply sorry for that. I spent my career competing with, coaching, and learning from incredible Black women. I regret that my words caused hurt to a community I respect so deeply. I have a lot of respect for you as both a player and a person, and I sincerely apologize to you, your teammates, and the Dream organization for my comments. Now, what do y'all think? What do y'all think about that apology? You think that's acceptable? Was her apology acceptable? Kenji said, no, I'm not going for it. Okay. So Kenji, why she's only sorry because she got caught, but it's up to Angel. Okay. Well, I see a lot of I see mostly everybody doing that. Like it'd be time you'd be thinking that they're gonna apologize, but you know. But I see a lot of people in the comments feeling like Kenji saying, hey, you shouldn't forgive her. But then, of course, the people who don't like Angel Reese, well, they're going to be saying, oh, now you know how Caitlin Clark feels. I guarantee you that's what we'll see. Now you know how Caitlin feels. Right? Who is this? This is Serena? Oh, my God. Here's Serena showing off her new body. Also, her new complexion. This used to be my wife right here. Oh, my God, girl, what did you do to yourself? Serena, what did you do to yourself, my love? I didn't even know this was her. Serena moved those hips. The Tenderland shares that her knee is finally getting better after recent surgery. She lost that butt. She won't turn around. She lost that butt. That's what happens when Black women get with white men a lot of times, right? A lot of times Black women get with white men. And they make them slim down and they make them pretty much get skinny and they lose their butt. Serena Williams had one of the fattest asses in the game. She won't turn around now because that butt probably looking suspect. You know, that husband is making her. She's nowhere near as dark as she was. She's got blonde hair, wearing the blonde hair now. She used to wear the blonde hair when she, when she had her weight, when she had her body. Looked like she's creaming her skin. Pause. Or I can't say pause, a woman. No need to say pause. It's like, girl, what are you doing? Ah, Serena, you look way better before. Asian doll, Fashion Nova. Monica celebrates 30th birthday album of Miss Thing. Wendy Williams celebrates 62nd birthday. Crazy. Is this Sierra? Oh no. Tanya. Let's see what else we got. Well, I think that's it. That's it, y'all. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood. We'll come back tomorrow. Hopefully there'll be more stuff going on. Wasn't really a lot going on tonight, but we tried to do the best we can to get some content out for y'all. I've asked y'all to support me. $sign Heaven Hollywood on my Cash App, and y'all ain't sent shit. But if y'all want to support me, y'all, as y'all know that YouTube demonetized me. So my lives now and my research, my information I'm giving out is pretty much for free. So if y'all want to support your boy, it's $sign Heaven Hollywood on Cash App. All right? It would be appreciated if you did it. I always say ask every single person in my live to donate $5, $3, whatever. You know what I mean? It would be appreciative. All right? If every single person does that, that would be cool. All right? But I love you guys, and we'll catch y'all tomorrow. This has been another installment of the Heaven Hollywood Experience. Peace.